Hold on, I'm typing a comment in. Ooh. Y'all like my profile picture? It's Jack Eichel. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, when was he traded to us? Like months ago? I mean, he hasn't played with us for a whole entire year yet, but next season, he'll be playing with us for a whole year. Just hope that he's healthy, you know? Don't want to see him injured all the time. Oh, what's up, Boston sports fan? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Long time no see. Oh, I'm doing good. Wait, do you already have mod? Because I was trying to give it to you, but wait, do you like still have it? Oh, you do have your mod still. Okay. It's just been a while. Like I didn't know if you still had your mod or not. Because like I was about to give it to you. I was about to give a mod to you, but it says you still have it. So pretty good. What's up, Austin the Sportsman? You can stay the whole time because you're back from vacation. All right, nice. Good to hear. Yep. Yo, guys, how do you feel about school almost coming back? How do we feel about that, dude? Do you guys like my profile picture? It's Jack Eichel. Well, not the whole time. Yeah, I mean, I could stream for like super long. I can stream for like as long as I can, and like you wouldn't be able to stay the whole time. I mean, I just started, so you don't start school till early September. Jeez, I go back on like August 8th or something because I got out in like May. So I got on like May, so I guess it means that I start since I got out earlier. I start earlier. It's like that's how the school thing works. You get out earlier, you start earlier. I am happy kind of about school going back, and I have a good reason that I don't want to share. Yeah, that's fine. You don't mind the profile picture? Yeah, I mean, I'm a Golden Knights fan. I'm a Golden Knights fan, and like we got this player Jack Eichel from the Sabres like a few months ago, and yeah. Yeah, Boston, New York get out in like mid-June. We go out back in September. Yeah, you get out of June. Yeah, but like maybe like the fact that I got out earlier means that I'm gonna go back earlier, and like you got out later, so you're going back later. Like I got out May, so I'm going back in August. You got out June, so you're going back in September. Like that's how it works. When I was in elementary school, though, we would get out in the month of June. When I was in elementary school. You guys got to steal for him. Yeah, I think we gave them Alex Tuck, Peyton Krebs, and I think something to do with draft picks or something for this guy. Bay Area sports fans. Sharks, EU, Warriors, okay. Giants, I don't mind. 49ers, I don't mind either. Wait, aren't the Raiders rivals with the 49ers? Because listen, I root for the only reason why I root for the Raiders is because they moved to Las Vegas like 2 years ago. Yeah, absolute steal. Stanford. When I was in school, I started school after Labor Day and got out in June. Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Niners and the Raiders are rivals. You also got my former head coach. Oh yeah, Bruce Cassidy. That's right. Because we fired DeBoer and we hired that guy because he got fired from Boston. School used to be good timing. Yeah, it was. I start school for my time. I start school at like 7 o'clock, and I think I get out at like 1:15. That's just one thing that I don't like about high school. You have to get up like hecka early. Bruce Cassidy and Josh McDaniels. Yeah, that's right. Especially if you have a lake house, because when you get out, the water is warm, and then you go back when it gets chillier. Oh yeah. Not getting out May 20th when it's freezing and go back in August when it's the best. Yeah. Both former Boston teams. Yeah. You got like Josh McDaniels, who used to be the Patriots coach, like offensive coach, I think. And we got the Bruce Cassidy coach for NHL. Patriots and Bruins, yeah. At least in the Midwest. So I know a lot of people are saying that that person, Adam Rank, is really bad at predictions. But to be honest, you should see ESPN's predictions for the NFL season. They are terrible. It's so unrealistic. Like comparing Adam Rank's prediction to the ESPN's predictions, Adam Rank honestly did better than ESPN. Like if you go look at ESPN's predictions, they are so unrealistic, dude. You think the Boston fan base is Cassidy is a perfect fit for your Knights? Yeah, he should be. I mean, I think we fired DeBoer because we've missed the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, and I think it's because he like threw Leonard under the bus one time. Not like not like a school bus, but like what I mean by throwing under the bus is that he accused him for a certain loss. Celtics, Bruins, Pats, and Red Sox are pro teams. Boston College is the college. Yep. I'm an Ohio State fan. Isn't college football starting soon? Isn't college football starting soon? The Indianapolis fan base is Colts, Pacers, Cubs, and Blackhawks. In Indiana or Purdue. Wait, why would it be the Cubs and the Blackhawks for Indianapolis? They play for Chicago. Do you know my Pats draft pick, Tyquan Thornton? No, I don't. But I didn't really pay attention to the draft that much. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the draft this year. I mean, but I do know my draft picks. I got like this running back named Zamir White. I got like this defense dude named Neil Farrell from LSU. I got Matthew Butler from Tennessee, and then I got Britton Brown, which was another draft pick, and then what I think that's it. I think that's all I know. Like getting Zamir White, Britton Brown, Matthew Butler, Neil Farrell. Oh, and we got this all-line dude named Dylan Parham from Ohio State. So yeah, I think that's all the draft picks that we got because we don't have baseball or hockey. I like the Sox and the Bears though. He is 6'2", 4 minutes 28, 40-yard dash time. He got speed. Oh yeah. I've heard about Samir White. He's really, really fast. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that we got him. But then I don't know what we're gonna do with Josh Jacobs because I think this is his last year in his contract. I think. It's like, I mean, I don't know. Are we gonna I don't know if we're gonna continue to use Josh Jacobs or if we're gonna have Zamir White, the speedster, be able to make his debut when the season starts. Oh, Tyquan Thornton is a wide receiver. Yeah. All right. 4 minutes and 28 seconds for a 40-yard dash. But yeah, I don't know. Since we drafted Zamir White, I don't know what we're gonna do with Josh Jacobs. Are we gonna start him, or are we still gonna use Josh Jacobs for our main running back? That's just been a huge question for me because they're both pretty. Because I mean, Josh Jacobs is pretty good. But Zamir White, he could be a real speedster. He's faster than Tyreek. I could run 40 yards in 10 seconds. Who ran a 4-minute 29? Zamir White. I would love to see Zamir White make his debut, though. I think he could run 4 minutes 29, 40 yards. You might use Bolin, former Patriot, often. Yeah. 4 minutes and 29 seconds is what he said. Yeah, so yeah, Zamir White, he ran 4 minutes and 29 seconds on a 40-yard dash. Yeah, pretty good. Bolden got speed. He can fly. Oh, this must be another NFL player that y'all talking about. 4 seconds. Oh. .29 seconds. I see what you did there. 4.29. That basically means 4 seconds. Okay. Who do the Raiders sign in free agency? Let me actually have a look. We signed a lot of people, but let me see. Free agent signings. Okay, yeah, so hold on. We're going to have a look. Let me take a look here. Drafted a lot of people, but let's see. All right, so, we signed. Okay, so we got Devontae Adams, who was the wide receiver for the Packers. We got Chandler Jones, who's an ed rusher. So yeah, we got that guy as well. We got Anthony Everett, who's a cornerback. We got, I don't know how to pronounce this, but he's like a defensive tackle. He used to be on the Bears, I think. Bilal Nicholas. No, not Chris Jones. It was Chandler Jones. It's Chandler Jones. Okay, so yeah, we got Anthony Everett. Oh yeah, Brandon Bolden, the running back. Yeah, he's really fast. We got Mac Hollins, who's a wide receiver. We got Amir Abdullah, who's another running back. We signed a lot of running backs this year. Darius Phillips, who's a cornerback. Alex Bars, who's a guard. Jacob Johnson, who's a fullback. Garrett Gilbert, who was a quarterback, but then we released that guy, actually. So we don't have Garrett Gilbert anymore because then we released him. Micah Kaiser, who's a linebacker. Kyler Fackrell, who's a linebacker. Jacob Hollister, who's a tight end. Rudder hasn't been here. I mean, Rudder's actually he's been on these streams before and he's joined them, but he hasn't been here right now. Okay, we got Kyle Pecco, who's a defensive tackle. Demarcus Robinson, who's a wide receiver. Vernon Butler, who's a defensive tackle. Duron Harmon, who's a safety. J.M. Brown, who's a linebacker. And I think that's it. I thought we also like signed this guy this guy named Keelan Cole, who was a wide receiver, but I don't know. Like I literally looked up all the Raiders free agency signings, and that's what they gave me. Signed a lot of people. Oh, okay, you haven't seen him in a while either. Yeah, his voice changed a lot from the past. I mean, my voice has changed a lot too from the past, but like, yeah, like everybody's voices has just been changing, you know. What's it about? I know. I know it's called that. I know it's called puberty. Is the Sox 2 series recap? You know, I've been thinking that for next NHL season, I could do like recaps for the Golden Knights games, because when I would be making videos on the Golden Knights, I would just like be recording the TV of the game, which is not really much. So like I was thinking that maybe like after when the game's over, I could do like the recap of the game of like what happened and all that stuff. So yeah. I remember that one game when we choked to the San Jose Sharks. It wasn't the playoff series in 2019, but it was like when we lost to them in the shootout at home. We allowed a goal of like 0.9 seconds left, and then we lost in the shootout. I literally could have made a video saying, we choked with like a crying face. You have to finish your SEC picks with research, and I have to do the Sox runs because they won. I'm going to go for 20 minutes, but I'll be back soon. Okay. NFL and NHL season will be interesting. All right, we can just sit and chill then, wait for Austin to get back. Be right back. Okay. Going to eat breakfast. Haven't ate yet. Okay. Ooh. Hopefully, the Golden Knights and the Raiders can have a good season when the season starts. The AFC West division is brutal right now, actually. Hmm. I don't really know what to talk about, to be honest. I mean, no one's here because Austin and Boston Sportsman said that they'll be back. So yeah, a lot of people have Ohio State winning the national championship this year, but as an Ohio State fan, I don't know. Seems like our schedule's a lot tougher than from last year because we were playing teams like Notre Dame, Iowa. We have Michigan as well, Penn State. I mean, we played Penn State last year. I mean, and we're also playing Michigan State again this year because we're in the same division as them. But this time when we play them this year, it's in Michigan State. Last time when we played them, it was at home. But now when we're playing Michigan State this year, it's going to be in Michigan State. Dude, that one game though, when we beat them 56-7, that was kind of funny um, because a lot of people were expecting for it to be a good game, and then we just blew them out. Sports will be very interesting this year. College football season will be interesting. NHL will be interesting, and NFL will definitely be interesting. Got a notification from the Celtics earlier. What was it about? I forgot. Apparently, the Celtics were trying to get Kevin Durant by offering the Nets Jalen Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick, but the Nets rejected it. I'm going to talk about that when Austin and Boston sports fans get back. So, but yeah, so like apparently the Celtics, they were trying to get Kevin Durant from the Nets by by offering them like Jalen Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick, but the Nets rejected that offer. The Nets were just like, nope, we're not going to do that. Mm-hmm. Been live for been live for 28 minutes and 43 seconds, so I'm about to hit 29 minutes, and then eventually I'll hit 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. It would just hit 30 minutes of streaming. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Boston trying to get Kevin Durant for like a certain offer, but the Nets rejected it. So, like, what? Are we going to have to try to do better? Offer them something better? Because we tried to give them Jalen Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick just for Kevin Durant, but they didn't accept it. They rejected the offer, which sucks. Okay, so I go back to school on August 8th. How many more days do I have left? I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 more days, and then I go back to school. NHL blockbuster trade idea. Could a swap featuring JT Miller and Damon Severson work for Canucks and Devils? Oh yeah, well, I've been hearing about that. A lot of rumors saying that JT Miller could be traded from the Canucks to another team. There's been a lot of trades during this NHL season. There's also been a lot of trades for this NFL. A lot of crazy things. And there was this one NBA trade that was about to be crazy. Like the Suns traded a player to like the Pacers, but then they reversed the trade and got him back. So that was crazy though. Like the Suns, like they traded away a player to the Pacers, but then all of a sudden they just get him back. Mm-hmm. Hopefully the Red Sox can step up today and find ways to win games. What do you guys think about those Chicago Bears new helmets? I mean, nobody's here right now, but those Chicago Bears new helmets, they almost look like Cleveland's almost. They almost look like the color of the Cleveland Brown helmets. It's like close to their color. All right, been live for 36 minutes now. I said it like a cat almost. I said 36 minutes now. That's how long I've been live for. Eagles probably going to have a good year next year. Hey there. Hopefully though, hopefully Vegas can have a much better year. Both Vegas teams. Well, last season the Raiders had a good season, but Vegas, nah. Vegas just needs to have a better year next season, man. We're almost about to hit 40 minutes of streaming. $35 more, 25 more seconds. $14 more seconds till we hit 40 minutes of streaming for this one. And there it is, 40 minutes of streaming. You were playing Pokemon Go, all right. That's okay. Well, welcome back to the stream, Tyler. Yeah, I've heard of Pokemon Go. It's like the game where you try to catch Pokemon. I don't really know that many Pokemon names. Like I think the one Pokemon that everybody knows is freaking Pikachu. Hey Tyler, how do you think the Steelers are going to do next season since you guys drafted Kenny Pickett? Oh, they do good. I mean, my mom doesn't like the Steelers, but I think maybe since they drafted Kenny Pickett, I think maybe he can have a bright future. I just hope the Pittsburgh Steelers will make the playoffs and they'll get knocked out by the Cleveland Browns. Oh yeah. I mean, I wonder if Cleveland could probably have a shot of making the playoffs this season because they got Deshaun Watson. Jay Baker Mayfield is on the Panthers now, so yep. Seems like the AFC North, all the AFC North teams have pretty good quarterbacks that they could use. Like Steelers got Kenny Pickett, Browns Deshaun Watson, Bengals Joe Burrow, and Ravens Lamar Jackson. It's like the same thing with the AFC West. Like the AFC West has some good quarterbacks, like Broncos Russell Wilson, Chiefs Patrick Mahomes, Chargers Justin Herbert, and Raiders Derek Carr. Like a lot of people have been saying that the AFC West division could be tough, but it seems like the AFC North division could also be tough because of like the quarterbacks and stuff. One, the Cleveland Browns are going to suck because they just drafted a backup quarterback. Like they did, I didn't see it. I mean, who did they draft? Who was it? I think the Raiders right now have one of the Browns' former backup quarterbacks. I think it was Nick Mullins. Yeah, I think he used to play for the Browns. Josh Rosen. I don't know who that guy is.
Remember the Alamo.
Huh? Sorry, what?
No, wait.
Okay. Okay, but as I was saying, I think the Raiders got like I think the Raiders had like this quarterback that used to play for the Browns. He's just a backup though. His name's Nick Mullins. So yeah, I mean Derek Carr will be our main starter, but to be honest, it sucks to see Mariota go because like he was really fast. Like trading him to the Falcons, it kind of sucked seeing him go. But obviously, Derek Carr is going to be the main quarterback no matter what. Oh, Josh Rosen, that's who you meant to say. Okay. That defense player, Von Miller, who's on the Bills right now, he's I just got it's this notification right here says that he still misses LA. Like it was so hard for him to let go of LA. Like he's still not over leaving the Rams and because yeah, he got a ring with them. And if you guys have heard, I mean, and I don't know if you guys have realized this, but the Dallas Cowboys, they could have had the chance to get Von Miller, but you see the offer was too low, so like they couldn't get him, and now the Bills got him. So like yeah, Von Miller. I mean, there's a lot of sequences for Von Miller. Like, I mean, first one was him being traded to the Rams from the Broncos. Like, that was a huge trade for the Broncos and like heartbreaking trade for them too, because Von Miller was a really good player for them. And then yeah, he went. Yeah, then Von Miller went and got a ring with the Rams, and then so yeah, Von Miller got the ring with the Rams, and then like the Bills then got Von Miller, but then but but there was things saying that the Cowboys could have gotten him because well I don't know why they could have gotten him, but like they could have gotten him, but then like their offer was too low, so they couldn't get him, and the Bills got him. It's like the Cowboys could have gotten him, but right now from this notification from 2 hours ago, like Von Miller, he's still not over leaving the Rams. Like it's so hard to let go of LA. The Cleveland Browns are going to spend Deshaun Watson for a year. Oh yeah, I've been hearing things about that, saying that Deshaun Watson might get a suspension. It might not play, so who knows? I mean, maybe if Cleveland isn't going to be able to start Deshaun Watson this year, they're probably not going to have a good season for this year. Now, I don't mean to brag as a Raiders fan, but I have a feeling that our offense is going to be amazing this season. Because like what? Because like the Raiders' offense is pretty stacked right now, in my opinion. Because like I mean, we have this running back Josh Jacobs who's pretty decent. We have this franchise quarterback Derek Carr. We drafted this running back Samir White. I mean, I think we ought to make him. We ought to give him a start soon. Yeah, some of the wide receivers got Devontae Adams, Mac Hollins, Hunter Renfro, Demarcus Robinson, Darren Waller, Dylan Parham also added to the all line. And I think Alex Leatherwood is actually getting better. Like the defensive line, I think getting Matthew Butler was good. I think also getting Vernon Butler, is that Matthew Butler's brother or something? I don't know. And like Max Crosby, he's also pretty well. Neil Farrell and Chandler Jones. I mean, the main thing that I'm happy about for the Raiders is that we got two really good wide receivers. We got Darren Waller and Devontae Adams. Waller and Adams. That's amazing. I think Darren Waller was my favorite right wide receiver for a few games, but I think maybe Devontae Adams could maybe change my mind. I mean, they're both really good. Darren Waller and Devontae Adams, they're both really good. Hunter Renfro, that guy is also pretty good as well. The wide receiver, Hunter Renfro, he's pretty good as well. And we got Demarcus Robinson from the Chiefs, so I think that's also something as well. I think another huge player for our team right now is the field goal kicker, actually, Daniel Carlson. Daniel Carlson's a pretty good, decent kicker, if you ask me. Did you accidentally type that twice? Oh, no. You just capitalized it this time. Deshaun Watson. I don't know why Deshaun Watson wanted to leave the Texans. Like, he said he wanted Allen. Like, I mean, he's out now. He's on the Browns. But, like, I don't know what the reason was for him, like, not wanting to be on the Texans anymore. Dude, what quarterback are the Texans have now? I got to check that. Yeah, let me go to the Houston Texans roster here. Oh, they're probably going to use Kyle Allen, I guess. They're probably going to use Kyle Allen, I guess. Maybe. Because Deshaun Watson got charged with something. I don't know. It's kind of cool how the Raiders are playing in the Hall of Fame game. We'll be playing the Jaguars. I'm not gonna show that comment, but it's fine that you typed it. I'm just not gonna show it like on the stream right and have it be up here. But yeah, like that's actually been the reason why. Like I've been hearing about that. Like Deshaun Watson got accused for accused of doing stuff like that, and but like he's been denying those things. Like he's been denying those reports and like saying that he didn't do that. So while the Raiders improved their offense, the Chargers kind of improved their defense. Like they got Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson. Their offense is pretty good too. The Raiders played the Chargers in Week 1, and that could be a pretty good game. What's my favorite music? Well, I don't have like a favorite type of music. I don't know if I like country music or like rap music. I mean, I don't really pay attention to the types of music because I just listen to any music. But I can tell you my favorite song. My favorite song is Vegas Lights from Panic at the Disco. Sorry guys, my chair is really squeaky. Cool. So yeah, the Chargers kind of made some moves maybe to make them get better. So have the Raiders. Do you think Denver's going to do good with Russell Wilson? You're the best YouTuber alive. Thank you. There's a lot of people on here that post great content though. Like I think out of if I'm gonna be completely honest, I think out of everybody that we know, guys, I think out of everybody that we've known, I think if we had to choose one person who was like the best YouTuber, like the greatest of all time, it would probably be Ethan the Sports Kid because I think he has more subs than almost everybody here that we know. Oh, Antello Sports is here. What's up? I mean, Ethan the Sports Kid needs to start posting again soon. Like he's at 854 subs. I think he had like a lot more back then. I think Denver's gonna do good with Russell Wilson. Yeah, Russell Wilson's a decent quarterback, but like, who's gonna throw the ball to? The Broncos also got Randy Gregory, so I gotta post again too. Yeah, it seems like most of our channels. It seems like most of our channels are just about sports, and like the only sport that's going on right now is just baseball. And baseball occurs like almost every day. Like there's like all these 3-game series, 4-game series, 5-game series. But soon, I think soon we'll be able. I mean, the Hall of Fame game is coming up soon. It starts on August 4th. So, yeah, there's going to be something we're going to talk about. Do you guys think that preseason games should even exist? Because I mean, if they don't matter, then why are we using them? Why are we using them? You think preseason should exist? Oh, has a couple of new videos. Can you check them out? Yeah, let me see. Because the games don't matter though. Hey, Antelope, if you want to join, the link's in the description, just so you know. It gets the fans back into it all. Oh, yeah, you know what? That does make sense. Tyler, it says that your newest video is the one when you were watching the New York Mets and San Diego Padres, and I did comment on that video. Until Sports here.
I'm using the throwback logo today.
Yeah, that your former logo.
Yep.
How do you think Denver's gonna do with Russell Wilson?
I don't even know yet. Our schedule's
I
pretty.
mean, you guys got the quarterback, but you guys also need the wide receivers and running backs too.
We have the running backs. We have Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon.
Oh, I think while the Raiders improved their offense, I think the Chargers improved their defense.
And the Chiefs declined.
Yeah, like what they got rid of. They don't have Tyreek Hill. They don't have Demarcus Robinson.
They don't have Tyrann Mathieu, which is a huge loss for them.
Oh yeah, that too. I'll be so happy if the Chiefs finished last.
Oh, man. I just hope we can actually beat them.
How many times in a row did you guys lose to them? Like 13, 14?
I think 13 straight now.
That's sad.
I mean, at one point, the Packers beat the Lions 20 consecutive times.
Like, what did they snap it by? Like that week 17 game or week 18, I should say.
I don't even know the year, to be honest. I just hope we don't do the same thing the Packers and Lions did.
Hey, Anto, do you know who this NHL player is on my screen?
Oh shoot. I don't even know, to be honest.
It's Jack Eichel.
Ah,
Used to be a Buffalo Sabre.
Cancer. Yeah, I know who he is.
I'm honestly just happy that the Raiders they have Zamir White, Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, and Hunter Renfrow, and Josh Jacobs, and Derek Carr.
O-line could be an issue, though.
I mean, they actually. I mean, for the offensive line, I heard that Alex Leatherwood's actually doing a little bit better, and we got Dylan Parham from Ohio State during the draft.
Yep, this whole off season, besides the quarterback, we really focused on our pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
So we signed Randy Gregory.
I think
and then in the
I think our biggest trade during the offseason though, getting
shoot,
Tay Adams.
my contact lens just fell out.
Oh.
Alright, I got it back in.
To be honest, though, I think out of every team in the AFC West that probably has the best defense right now is probably the Chargers. They have J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack.
Yep. That Chargers defense is stacked, I hate to say.
Yeah, and like I mean, the Chargers also kind of do have a scary offense with Justin Herbert. Like, and the Chargers honestly know how to play the Chiefs pretty well. Like, they don't get blown out by them like we usually do. It's like there could be a slim chance that maybe it's probably going to be the Chargers that take the division.
Yeah, thing when we play the Chiefs, we either get blown out or keep it close.
This is one time the Raiders actually defeated the Chiefs 40-32.
I remember that. I actually watched that game.
That felt pretty good, but we didn't go to the playoffs that year. I saw this one video of yours. It was like you reacting to the Broncos losing to the Raiders 32-31, and it got like 16,000 views.
I don't even know how.
It says that's your most popular video.
If it's for the views, that's great. But I don't want to make it a series if I don't have to.
I think the Raiders. I think the reason why the Raiders decided to go for 2 on that play was just because why not? I mean, me and you weren't gonna make the playoffs after that game anyway, so we were just we're just gonna maybe go for the win and try it.
Yep, we got PS2 out of it actually after that loss.
Yeah.
Who did you take in the first round again of the 2021 draft?
2021. I think we drafted. I think that was Alex Leatherwood actually.
Yep.
But this year we didn't. We just gave away our first round picks. The Raiders are known to be having like first round busts and stuff. So.
And talk about draft picks. This 2023 draft, we don't have a draft pick until the 3rd round because of that Russell Wilson trade.
You guys gave up so much for him.
Yep, I just don't want it to be a repeat Jay Cutler story.
One team that I don't think that's gonna go.
Go ahead.
One team that I don't think I don't think is gonna go to the playoffs this season is the Seahawks.
Oh no.
I don't think Seattle is going to the playoffs.
Not with Drew Lock, no way.
And they were the only team last year to not even. They were only team in the division last season to not even go to the playoffs. The 49ers, Rams, and Cardinals went, but they didn't.
They're at 7-10.
Yeah, that's sad for the Seahawks, honestly.
And Russ played with a broken finger.
What's weird though about the 49ers from last season, they were able to sweep the Rams who won the division, but they got swept by the Seahawks who were finished last in the division. They were the only team to not even go to the playoffs.
I remember the 49ers, I think they started the season off 3-5 or something like that.
Yeah, well, I think they also started off like 2-0 or something as well.
Yeah, they beat the Lions. They beat the Eagles. They lost to the Packers.
I saw this week. I went back and watched the highlights of like the 49ers and Lions game, and I heard that and I saw that the Niners literally almost sold that game.
Oh man, against the
Like if you go back and
Lions.
watch if you go back and watch the highlights of the Niners and Lions in week 1, the Niners kind of almost sold it in like the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, because they're like 38-10 at one point.
Yeah, something like that. And then like the game ended 41-33.
I'm like, come on, what is your defense doing?
Like how do you almost blow it to the Lions?
The Detroit Lions.
Well, it's too bad the Lions gave away a Super Bowl winning quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and they're stuck with Jared Goff, who doesn't even have all 4 of his fingers.
Yep. That is unfortunate for the Lions.
I don't even know what's been wrong with Detroit lately.
I mean,
Did they just suck in general?
honestly, all the Detroit sports teams are bad.
The Red Wings actually used to be good in the past.
Yeah, they were good in like 2010.
Like, wait, didn't they like go to the Stanley Cup final like 2009 and in 2008 or something?
Pretty sure they did, but I didn't watch hockey at the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Golden Knights didn't even exist in that year, so I didn't really care about hockey back then.
Just a Vegas fan in general, and Red Sox.
Well, I root for Boston teams because my dad's from Boston, but I root for Vegas teams more because that's where I'm from. So yeah.
There you go.
hmm Like if Vegas ever got an NBA team or an MLB team, then that would be the team I would switch to. Because I can't go against I can't go against my own city.
Yep, they should have it. They should have a baseball team called the Las Vegas Gamblers.
Bruh.
Alright.
Oh no. A lot of people have been saying lately. I know that's a way to tease us.
Actually, the Las Vegas Rollers would be better.
Mm. Um, I mean, honestly, I don't know. It's like, I mean, it seems like we have a better chance of getting an NBA team than a MLB team, in my opinion.
Yep, I know. I know in NBA 2K, I think it was 2K19. I had some Vegas expansion team. I don't even know what it's called. I think I call it the Architects because of all the buildings that are there.
So, how did you feel when Darcy Kemper went to the Caps?
I kind of expected it to happen. After he traded for Gorgiev, which I can't even.
Georgiev, yeah. Is Georgiev going to be your main goalie?
Probably.
I wonder if Vegas is going to trade Leonard during the season.
And we still don't know the news about Kadri.
Didn't Kadri say that he wanted to stay?
He did.
Um, I mean, I think the Flames have honestly. I don't think I think the Flames are probably gonna have a much difficult season than they had easy last season because they got rid of because Goodrill's not with them and Chuck's not with them.
Yep, the
But for the
Flames fell apart this offseason.
but I mean the Flames did get Jonathan Huberdeau in return when they traded Chuck. So
I don't know.
the Celtics just tried to get Kevin Durant by offering the Nets Jalen Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick, but then the Nets rejected the offer.
Jalen Brown said something on Twitter. He's like, ain't no way. I don't even know what the tweet is, to be honest.
Well, no, the Celtics tried to get they try to get Kevin Durant from the Nets by giving them a certain offer, but then they rejected the offer that we were trying to get him. So, um, I don't know if we should try to like make a different offer if we're just gonna be like we're not getting him.
I mean, you guys do have Jason Tatum, and that's a forward of your own, so
But I don't think he's even in top 10 right now.
I mean, he did have a bad game in the finals. I think game 6.
I think when it was like Celtics and Warriors in Game 5, I think Stephon Curry was like 0 for 20 something on the field goal attempts, the 3-point attempts, and we still lost.
He was 0 for 11.
He was like 0 for 11 and we still lost. Like if Stephen Curry misses, that's when it's your time to shine and try to get back into the game.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, basketball is a team sport.
Yeah. That Celtics and Heat game 7 was kind of intense. You see, I think in like the final 10 seconds, Jimmy Butler, he could have honestly, it was like 98. Celtics were up like 98 to 96 was like only a few seconds left. Like Jimmy Butler, he had the ball, he's a really good player, obviously. He in the final few seconds, he decided to like try and like make the three to like put the Heat in the lead when he probably could have just went for the tie there.
Could have. I don't know how many seconds are left in the game.
Yeah, but like I think a lot of people have been questioning about that, about what Jimmy decision was to maybe was about like going for the three instead of just taking the two.
Yep. Or I have to relook at the play. If there was teammates around, could have passed it. Could have set something up, and yeah.
Yeah, but like when he did that, it was kind of questionable.
Oh, and I'm excited for football to come back when I'm excited about a preseason game.
I mean, the first game is a Hall of Fame game, and the Raiders are playing in that one against the Jaguars in Ohio. So
Our first preseason game is against the Cowboys on the 13th.
The Cowgirls.
The Cow. Oh. Oh no. I remember I offended my German teacher one time by saying that.
What was your reaction to it?
So, this is in 2019, and my friend, he's a Cowboys fan, and they lost to the Jets, so of course I have to make fun of them. And then my teacher asked, "How was your weekend?" And he's like, it was terrible. The Cowboys lost. And then I say the Cowgirls lost. And then we had to have a conversation about it. She basically said by saying that it called girls weak.
Yeah. There's actually this. Speaking of losing to the Jets, there's this one time my team almost lost to the Jets, but like we had to pull off a Hail Mary in order to beat them.
Well, we're playing a. Speaking of the Jets, the Broncos are playing them for the third year in a row.
To be honest, I don't know why the Jets are called New York Jets when they play in New Jersey. They should be called the New Jersey Jets.
Same with the Giants.
Yeah. Why are they called New York when they play in New Jersey?
I mean, the Bills are only the true New York team.
Yeah, like listen, if you watch that YouTuber Tom Grossi, there's this character named Bruce and Springsteen. Bruce is the Giants fan, Springsteen is the Jets fan, and they like to pick on this one Bills fan. His name is Frederick, and like they always like make fun of him by saying the Bills suck and all that stuff because like the Giants and the Jets, like they both actually from New Jersey, and like the Bills are like they're like the only real New York team. But like apparently, what the Degrassi decided to do was to make like the Jets and the Giants fan like team up and stuff, and like make fun of the Bills fan when like the Bills are really the only team from like New York, and like the Giants and the Jets, they're in New Jersey.
Yep.
Like if you watch Tom Grossi, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Tom Grossi.
I mean, honestly, when Bruce and Springsteen make fun of Frederick, though, I kind of feel bad for Frederick, though. But Frederick was able to get his revenge on them by like winning the division that one year.
Yep. Bills have a top 5 offense and defense. That's not easy to do.
They could have hosted the AFC Championship game if it wasn't for 13 seconds.
Or a coin.
Yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about the OT rule, so they just changed it, saying both teams get to have possession of the ball now.
It's only in the postseason, though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think in regular season, if someone scores a touch on the opening drive, then that's game.
Yep, and ties still exist, unfortunately.
The ties shouldn't even be existing. Like, I don't even know why they have them. Because, like, there's actually this suggestion that the Titans had for, like, overtime in the regular season. They said, like, if you score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on the first play of the game, then that would be the ball game. Because, like, it's, like, usually how, like, extra points could be, like, how, like, many situations they can be, like, you can go for 2 to try to win the game, or you can just kick the extra point, send it to overtime. Like what Tennessee's basically saying for that is like it would be like another one of those situations. Like if you score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on your first drive, then that will end the game. But if you just score a touchdown and kick the extra point, then the game continues to go on.
Or you could do what college does, just 2-point conversions.
I mean, I don't know. You mean like how like college football, like they just go like back and forth with 2-point conversions over and over again?
Yeah, I think they should have.
Not gonna lie, that just looks boring.
They should have a traditional overtime rule and then the 2-point conversion stuff. It would save a tie.
Yeah, and like I saw like college football, for overtime, there's not even any time limit on them. It's just overtime. That's it.
Yeah, I bet overtime would be tense if your team was in it, though. I mean,
What
you would
about?
know because you had 3 overtime periods or 4.
Oh yeah, the Raiders last season, we had to play in overtime 4 times.
No, you had to play in week
And we had to
1.
play. We were in overtime on the Monday Night Football game against the Ravens. We were in overtime in that Week 3 game against the Dolphins. We were in that overtime game at the Cowboys when it was Thanksgiving. in the last week, week 18, we had an overtime game versus the Chargers. And like surprisingly, we won all four of those games. So Vegas was 4-0 in overtime games last season.
Yeah.
But I just hope that next season is just more of like a calm and peaceful season. Like I know that the Raiders motto is just win, baby, and I don't want to like and like I get that that means we're just supposed to celebrate a win in any fashion, but I don't want to. I just want to have. I just hope the Raiders have like a good and peaceful season where they don't have to. We're not like every single game has to be decided by a game-winning field goal, or like 4 games have to be decided in overtime because like that just makes games more and more intense. Like if I'm being completely honest, the Raiders probably had the most intense season out of every team last year because like he had 4 overtime games to play.
Intense games can be fun though, because you know any team can win. And if your team wins it, well, you'll be very happy for the next week. If your team loses, though, oh well, you got another game next week.
But I just want I hope the Raiders can like win a lot of games, but like not almost every single game. Like if they are gonna make the playoffs and like may win a lot of games, I don't want them to all be like decided by game-winning field goal or be decided by overtime. Like I just want to have a calm and peaceful season because last season was too intense.
I just want to see my team win more than 10 games this season.
I mean, Adam Rank had you guys go 12-5. He also has the Raiders going 12-5. You know, a lot of people will have made fun of Adam Rank for his predictions, saying that he's terrible at predictions. But you should see ESPN's predictions for the NFL season. They are terrible.
Oh, gosh.
ESPN is so unrealistic with the predictions. They're terrible.
They use all these random stats to decide.
Like ESPN has the Bills going 16-1 next season.
What?
And they have the Bears going 1-16. Like what the bruh.
Nah.
Like if you guys, if you really think Adam Rank is bad at predictions, you should see what ESPN predicted for the next season. It's so unrealistic. It's terrible. They have the Bears being worse than the Lions, and they have the Raiders going 9-8 and being last in the division. That's not even going to happen. We're probably gonna. The least we can do is maybe go 10-7 again and be in the wild card again. Because 10-7 was enough to go to the playoffs for us.
Yep. I don't even know. I'll show them an actual good. I'll show them an actual good prediction whenever I release my Broncos schedule prediction vid.
I think last season the Raiders and the Steelers were basically the two teams that were unlikely to make the playoffs, but then they both went. Like I think the Raiders season was basically supposed to be over when we lost to the Chiefs 40-9, and our record was like 6-7. But like somehow we like won 4 straight games and finished the season 10-7, and we were still able to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we were.
I think if we had lost at least, one of those 4 games, we probably would have been eliminated from the playoffs already. But we somehow won 4 straight, and like, yeah, it just helped us out.
Yeah, and at one point we had a game against the Bengals. It was a huge game. It would determine who would have an upper hand to go to the playoffs, and we lost that game. I'm like, oh crap! I was not happy. And then our final 3 games of the season, we lose all of them.
And that's how you finish the season 7-10.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the coaching, the playing.
Yeah, the Raiders started off 3-0 last season, then the next 10 games they went 3-7. Then the final 4 games they were 4-0.
We start off the season 3-0, lose 4 straight, then we win another 2, lose 1. Then we win 1, lose 1, win 1, and then lose out.
Yeah. But I mean, at least you guys weren't the Carolina Panthers. Like the Carolina Panthers, they started off their season 3-0, but then I think they finished their season like 5-12 or something.
They do that every year, though.
Like the Panthers were actually known to be the worst 3-0 team when the Broncos were 3-0, when the Raiders were 3-0, when they were 3-0. And yeah, that was true. Like they were the worst 3-0 team.
They get off to a hot start every year, and then
were the Raiders, Broncos, and Panthers the only 3 teams to go 3-0 last year, or is there another team that went 3-0? Oh wait, no, the Rams did. The Cardinals did. Wait, no. Wait, did the yeah, they went, they started 3-0. I think that's all I know. Yeah.
and
Yeah, the Rams,
the
the
Chiefs
Chiefs
are
didn't start
under.
great.
They were under 500 after 3 weeks.
Yeah, that was like the first time since like what, 2010?
2018. It was
Yeah,
either it was either 18 or 16.
I was about to celebrate because it didn't really look like the Chiefs were going to go to the playoffs because they were like last place in the division for quite some time, but they just found their ways to be back.
Yeah, I thought to myself after that 27-3 loss to the Titans, I'm like, okay, there's no way. There's no way.
Titans are just good in general.
Yeah, they didn't have Derrick Henry for most of the season.
The Titans probably, I don't know how good the Titans are going to do because like their only offense that they have right now is probably just Derrick Henry because they don't have Julio Jones or AJ Brown now.
And Ryan Tannehill wasn't really that great last season either.
He doesn't really have any wide receivers this season. He only has Derrick Henry, who's probably going to be the best offense player this season.
Yep. Just hand the ball.
Like the Colts, however, there's rumors saying the Colts could probably win the division because they got Matt Ryan, they have Michael Pittman and Chris Taylor. But it seems like the only thing that the Colts are honestly just trying to do is actually win a game in Jacksonville.
Win a game in Jacksonville.
When the Colts lost to the Jaguars in week 18, I was laughing.
Same. And it wasn't just like a 3-point loss, a 7 point. It was a.
Because you see the scenarios for the Raiders last season when it was week 18, the Raiders could have gotten into the playoffs if they had won the game over the Chargers, or if the Colts and the Steelers have both lost. So like, yeah, for those scenarios, so yeah, first the Colts lost, first check there. And then the Steelers and the Ravens, they went to overtime. So I was hoping that the Ravens would win the game because since the Colts already lost, if the Ravens had beaten the Steelers, then the Raiders would have been in the playoffs already. But the Steelers ended up winning. So the Ravens were eliminated from the playoffs, and that meant that the Colts were also eliminated from the playoffs since the Steelers won and they lost. And so what needed to happen now is that the Raiders and the Chargers game, both teams didn't have to win the game. They could have just both tied in order to go to the playoffs since the Colts lost to the Jaguars. And yeah, but like if we had tied, then the Steelers would have been out. Like that's what the Steelers needed in order to go to the playoffs. And like but yeah, but like the fact that the Colts lost to the Jaguars, it probably would have if the Colts didn't beat the Jaguars, then the Steelers and the Ravens probably would have been eliminated, and the Raiders probably would have had to win their game regardless.
Yep, that was. I remember I watched that whole entire game. That whole Raiders and Chargers game.
I almost had a panic
Well,
attack.
well, kind of. I was doing my math homework in between plays.
I almost had a panic attack.
I bet.
So yeah, I just hope that next season the Raiders have a good season, but it's more of a calm and peaceful season. Like not most of our are decided by a game-winning field goal or having to go in overtime.
That's what the Broncos have a good season.
Like I mean, if you listen, Las Vegas Raiders, I know your motto is just win, baby, but the Raiders don't. But us fans don't want to have to feel pressure almost every single game now. Like it would be nice if we could just blow out a team for once.
Let's see. You semi blew out the Eagles last year.
Yeah, well, we were up like 7-30, and then the game ended like 22-33. So like it was just an 11-point game. It's like our defense almost always blows these games.
They
Like
make
if we
it
lose the game, it's always the defense's fault.
not always. That bad offensive game against Bears only scored 9 points.
Didn't we somewhat blow out Denver in Denver last season? Wait, no. I mean, no, we didn't really blow you guys out. It was just a 10-point game.
Yeah, and Eagles Raiders game was an 11-point game.
I mean, Denver I think Denver did put a little bit of. I think you guys did put a little bit of pressure on us because when you guys scored that touchdown to make it 34-24, you guys did get the onside kick to stay alive, but then you guys do an interception on 4th and 10. So
Oh, I turned the game off. I didn't even see it.
you didn't see you guys recover the onside kick.
I'm like, okay, this game is over.
You shouldn't have turned the game off because you guys were able to get the onside kick and stay alive.
But hey, it's in the past.
It is in the past.
Oh, shoot. Broncos training camp starts in 2 days.
I don't know what
I'd
the
go-
Raiders' best win was all season. I mean, it maybe could have been the Chargers, the win over the Chargers, since that sent us to the playoffs.
I'm
But that
trying,
win against the Ravens and the Cowboys were pretty good too.
trying to go to a Broncos practice, but I have no idea how to get tickets for them.
I've only been to one Raiders game, and it was when we lost to the Bengals at home.
I think I watched that game on TV too.
Yeah, no, I was there.
I
Not
don't
the
know.
one in Cincinnati, the one in Vegas.
I don't know what it is with the TV areas, but whenever the Broncos don't play, they either show Raiders or Chiefs games.
Yeah.
I don't get any Chargers games.
Can you honestly just imagine what would happen if the Chargers and the Raiders had ended as high and they had both went to the playoffs? I feel like the Steelers would have been so made fun of. Like, yeah, they got eliminated because two teams tied. Because ties don't happen very often.
Yep, and then the Chargers would have played the Chiefs again, I think.
No, if they tied. If the Raiders and the Chargers tied, I think they would have had to play Kansas City. And I think the Chargers probably would have had to play Buffalo. And then the Patriots would have had to play Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I guess maybe it's a good thing that the Raiders went for the win because we probably just didn't want to play Kansas City again. That wouldn't have gone well at all.
Oh gosh. I kind of dread playing the Chiefs sometimes.
Like, well, I lost to them 48-9. You lost to them 22-9.
And then the second time we lost 28-24.
Yeah, it was a pretty close game too.
It's just Melvin Gordon fumbled the game away.
Yeah, it sucks.
Because if we would have scored, we would have been up by 9, assuming we make the extra point. Oh, I know, we would have been up by 8.
How does a team miss an extra point? To be honest,
It could get blocked. But
I think it's
man,
more. I think it's more heartbreaking of missing a game tying extra point than missing a game tying field goal.
oh yeah, or a game-winning field goal for that matter.
I don't think I've ever seen a team miss a game winning extra point.
I mean, the Ravens and Saints. Justin Tucker missed a game-tying extra point. It was like 2000.
Wasn't that the first time he's ever missed?
I think so. And that's when Drew Brees beat all 32 teams at that moment.
Yeah, but like Justin Tucker, that missed extra point that he had in that Saints game, that was just to tie the game. That wasn't a game winning.
Yeah, he missed the game tying.
Like he was stunned when he missed it as well.
Then he had a really bad game against the Bills in the divisional round last year.
What did you miss, like a field goal or something?
Missed like 3 field goals.
I mean, a lot of people are saying that Justin Tucker's the best field goal kicker in the NFL just because he a 66-yard field goal, but who knows? Maybe Evan McPherson could probably be better than him soon because Evan McPherson hasn't missed yet.
Evan McPherson is a great kicker.
Most of his kicks are like straight down the middle.
Yeah, he made like a 56-yarder against us to end the half.
I think Justin Tucker's on a streak right now of like I think he's on like a streak right now of like most consecutive field goal makings or something.
I don't know if you saw Evan McPherson stayed out to watch the halftime show.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. He was just out there. He decided to just watch the halftime show. I mean, he's a kicker. He doesn't need all he does is just kick the field goal. He doesn't need to know any logic.
Doesn't need to know the plays really, except special
Yeah, and
teams.
besides, if he wants to kick the field goals, he needs to rely on the offense to be able to put him in field goal range, and he can end it.
Yeah, he was watching. I mean,
I think Daniel Carlson's a pretty good field goal kicker as well.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He used to play for the Vikings and he didn't do well, but now he's with the Raiders and like he can hit field goals from like 40 yards. Like I think he made like I think in that Raiders and Chargers week 18 game in overtime, I think he made a 47-yard field goal attempt to win the game.
He bailed y'all out for quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, I feel like Daniel Carlson's been carrying us lately. Daniel Carlson's just been the reason why we've been winning all these games.
Because all those game-winning field goals.
Yeah, all those game-winning field goals he would have to make for us.
I remember in week 1, I was down by like 15 points or something. all my players were finished in fantasy, but my opponent had Daniel Carlson. Then you scored a touchdown rather than kick the game-winning field goal. So I won at fantasy.
Well, sometimes, well, I mean, I guess if you're like facing a fourth and goal situation with like a few seconds left and like you can just kick a field goal to tie the game, but if you score a touchdown, you win. I guess maybe sometimes if people like decide to like go for the touchdowns, it means they're like deciding not to kick the field goal. They're gonna try to get into the end zone and win.
Yeah, because it was like 3rd and 6 that play. I mean, the Raiders were thinking about kicking a field goal.
Like, do you think maybe some coaches like I mean, obviously it's the coach's decision to like if they want to go for one or two, but do you think maybe the reason why some coaches decide to go for two to win a game is because they don't feel like playing in overtime?
Probably,
Or
or
do they or are they like relying on the team that they can probably get the 2 points?
either that, or they can trust their team to score 2 points.
Because yeah, last season the Ravens they tried to go for two twice to win the game and they failed on both times, one against the Steelers and one against the Packers. Both times they tried to go for two to try and win the game and then they failed both times.
Yeah, and sometimes challenging plays can make a difference.
Yeah, I mean if you challenge a play and you lose the challenge and you lose a timeout.
I think the Broncos were like, I don't even know. They won one challenge throughout the whole year.
Mm-hmm. This chair is really squeaky.
Same with his bed.
Yes, he's squeaky.
Okay, we know.
Mm-hmm. What was it? I was about to say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
I was rooting for the Rams.
Wait, you were actually?
What? The Broncos were 1 for 9 on challenges last year.
How many challenges does each team get?
I think just 2 per game. So a total of 32.
I mean, I guess the fact that the Raiders lost to the Bengals in the wild card game was okay because then the Bengals went and beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, and I mean that meant that the Bengals were in the Super Bowl, and like since we lost to them, and since like we lost to them in the wild card playoffs, that means we lost to a good team.
Yeah. And since we lost to them in a high chance playoff game.
Well, I guess maybe the fact that the Bengals went and beat the Chiefs, and then they won, and then they were in the Super Bowl. That means that should be fine because that means that we lost to a good team.
We lost to a near winner in important games.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, though, I'm just happy that the Bengals went and beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. So that basically means that loss was kind of worth it.
That loss was worth it long term.
Yeah, because that meant that we were able to have the Bengals go and beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
They blew a 21-3 lead.
I heard that when it was almost halftime, the Chiefs decided to like try and go for the touchdown instead of just kicking the field goal and trying to take points at halftime, but then they failed.
Yeah.
They got greedy.
Yep, I can confirm if you get too greedy, it always backfires.
Just like Brandon Staley when he always goes for it on fourth down.
if he got too greedy, and look where that got him.
Yeah, like Ansel, like let me. So like obviously you know the Chargers since they're in the same division as us, and like, but like there's this one coach named Brendan Staley. Let me tell you something. When the Chargers were like playing the Broncos in like maybe one of the games, has Brendan Staley ever like gone for it on fourth down like multiple times?
He has.
Yeah, because like he just does that. Like he always wants to go for it on fourth down. He doesn't want to put his field goal kicker out there. He doesn't want to put his punter out there. He's like, we're gonna try to go for this and get the touchdown. Like, bruh.
I think he went for it 3 times against, and he failed twice.
There's this one time he was so like it was like Chargers and Chiefs, and this game was in LA, so the Chargers were at home. I think like the Chargers they tried to I think like 3 times they went for it on fourth down, they failed.
I know. I think against you guys, he went for it from 4th and 1 on their own 18.
Yeah, they did, and they didn't get it.
They failed.
Yeah, but then somehow they were able to convert on fourth and 10 3 times on the last drive.
Yeah, that was. I'm like, what are you doing?
Dude, Brendan Staley is too risky sometimes. Like, listen, let me tell you something. So, like, I feel like if a coach is too risky and like they go for it on fourth down a lot, you honestly have to feel bad for like the punter and the kicker because they honestly want to be out in the field to try to make plays and stuff. But if your coach is just trying to go for the touchdowns all the time and just like going for it on fourth down multiple times, like you're not giving them a chance to perform, and they're probably just gonna have their feelings hurt.
Yep. I mean,
Like,
if I
because
were a
like
coach,
they're like, how are we supposed to like show our performance if this coach is just going to keep going for it on fourth down multiple times?
yeah, keep going, and if you fail, then the kicker is like, I could have gotten 3 points for you.
Yeah, like I think that Chiefs and Chargers game I was talking about, I think the Chargers went for it on fourth and goal on their opening drive, and they didn't get it. I mean, but they almost had it though. Like I think it was like in the hands of somebody, but then they dropped it because like so like they almost had the touchdown, but like I think a dude just dropped it or it was knocked out
Yeah.
of his hands. It's
Was it the
like yeah,
dude that
like
got hurt?
yeah, it was the dude that got hurt. So like they one of their fourth down and goals situations, it almost paid off, but no, the dude just got it knocked out of his hands and then he got injured.
It was Donald Parham. He's 6'9".
Yeah, like everybody, he almost made the fourth down conversion, fourth and goal, and like just got the touchdown, but nah. To be honest, Brandon Staley should be fired if he's going to keep doing stuff like that.
And you should have seen on social media how the Chargers fans were pissed at him for going for it too much at the Raiders game.
Well, when it was fourth and 10, when I mean those fourth and 10 conversions, I mean they didn't have a choice; they had to go for it because that was the only way they were going to be able to keep their season alive. Like when they were going for the fourth and 10, there was only like 2 minutes left of the game, so that means like they had to; they didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but when you're on your own 18 or your own 19, he did the same play against the Ravens from their own 19, and the exact same result happened.
Yeah, they failed, but they failed twice, and like, but it seems like what fans are mostly upset about for that game is like you see the Raiders. They were honestly probably planning on tying by just taking a knee, but then like Brandon said, he called a timeout to stop play and maybe try to force a punt. So then we got the first down anyway, and then I think maybe the Raiders maybe took it personally because of that timeout. So we were like, you know what, you want to go for the win, then we're gonna go for the win. Timeout, field goal kick is good. Raiders are in, Chargers are out, Seals are in. Like Chargers fans are
Okay.
probably unhappy with Brandon Staley for calling a timeout in that game when everyone was probably planning on tying.
Yep. I think the Raiders coach said that he was planning on tying it.
Yeah, I think our coach was actually planning on tying. But like I don't think If you listen to Carr's interview, he actually said that he wasn't planning on tying. He was actually planning on winning the football game.
Huh. All right, I'm looking.
So it was like the interview after the.
The Chargers went for it on fourth down 34 times this season.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one video that says. I saw this one video on YouTube. It said every single time the Chargers went for it on fourth down during the 2021 to 22 season, and then they went for it on a lot of times.
Yeah, but why? Why do you need to get so greedy?
I mean, you could have a good offense, but they're not going to be able to get it on fourth down all the time, sir.
You can't rely on the entire offense the whole time.
And I mean, if you really want to go for it on 4th and 1 on your own 19, maybe what you need to do for that is do a freaking fake punt.
Yes.
And like, let me tell you something. Speaking of like a fake punt, there's this one time, so like the Raiders and the Chargers, they also played each other in week 4 when the Raiders did lose. But there's this one play, the Chargers, they tried to do a fake punt on 4th and 11 and they didn't get it.
Oh, is that the Hunter Renfro hit stick?
Yeah, like the fake punt surprised everybody except Renfro. Like Hunter Renfro was able to make the play. Because Brandon Staley, sometimes he's just an idiot. He's like, I don't know what to describe him, an idiot, or is he or a risky coach?
You could classify him as both.
Yeah,
There's
like
so
why does he have to be so greedy? Like he has a punter and a field goal kicker for a reason.
you have a special teams unit.
Yeah, sometimes special teams can help you, but Brandon Staley's just no. We're gonna just maybe just get some touchdowns and like just blow these teams out.
I'm gonna go on an unsubscribing spree in a bit.
Why? Who you gonna sub to?
Mainly people I don't watch or haven't uploaded in a while. Just know both of your channels are safe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sub to a lot of people that I don't even watch. Like, I just sub to them just to help them out. That's all I do sometimes.
You semi watch my videos, is what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, my knees.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Surf hasn't uploaded in over 3 months.
Oh, yeah, I remember Sports Surf. Like, I don't know where he's been. Did he, like, leave YouTube or is he, like... like, on his newest video, I commented on that video saying, yo, Sports Earth, where are you? He hasn't replied to me yet.
He hasn't even been active on Discord either.
If any by chance, his voice has probably changed. Because that happens to everybody. Like some YouTubers here, if you go watch back their old videos, their voice was a lot more squeakier. But now up to this point, their voice is a lot deeper. It's like, who knows? Maybe that could have happened to Sports Earth. His voice is probably deeper now.
That happened to me. Compared to my first video, I can confirm my voice is a lot more squeakier.
My first video, my voice was definitely a lot more squeakier as well.
Yeah, didn't you used to play like game shows?
Yeah, I played like. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing back then.
I committed to it.
I was just a weird YouTuber back then.
You have a first video on your second channel?
That's the only video that's not a live stream. Like the only reason why I have this channel to live stream is because I can't stream on my first channel.
What?
I think I got like copyrighted for doing something.
I'm surprised my Avalanche video hasn't been copyrighted yet.
There's a lot of videos that say like there's a lot of YouTubers who will like record the screen on their TV and then the video gets like they say that the video gets copyright claim, but then the videos never get taken down. So that's why people just still do it.
Yeah, and the only thing that really happens is you don't gain that all the monetization is paid to the NFL and stuff, which doesn't really affect me because I'm not monetized yet.
When we get to 1,000 subs, that's when we start making money from this.
For my first video I got copyright claim was that Raiders and Broncos 32-31 video.
You know, that's the
I
thing
was
though.
kind of scared.
That's the thing though. Like they always like when somebody like records their TV, that they always say that that's copyright claim, but then they just never take that video down.
Sometimes it happens.
I mean, I think maybe if a channel, I think if a video does have copyright claim, they probably won't take your whole channel down. They'll just take that one video down.
Yeah, if someone steals content from me, I'll just ask to take the video down.
I mean, something else people need to watch out for is like videos being age restricted.
Oh yeah. Didn't
I mean, like
CRC get taken down for 2 weeks because apparently got 3 community guideline strikes.
yeah, it's like his channel got banned for like 2 weeks, but then all of a sudden it just came back.
That would suck if my channel just got taken down.
Yeah, but like I mean, CRC hasn't even posted in a while, but like that one time it was like his channel got banned, but then they just he just came back. They just put it back up.
Even a sports kid hasn't uploaded in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know he hasn't either. It's like, yeah, I don't know what's been going on with people. Like they've like last summer there was like a lot of people who would be posting and like making content, doing these stream yards and stuff like almost every day. But now up to this point, people have just like given up.
My upload schedule's not even that great as it used to be.
I mean, my channel is like about sports content. I mean, like the only thing that's going on is baseball.
Yes.
I mean, I was thinking when NHL season started, I could probably do recaps of the Golden Knights games. Like, yeah.
Once the Broncos season comes back, time to make more reaction videos. Win, loss, a tie, which I've never had to make.
I don't know why somebody would ever want to make a video for a tie.
If I had the community post.
You know, it's so weird how like the Lions and Steelers game ended in a tie. Like the Lions were literally 0-8 in that game, but then they didn't win the game against the Steelers, but they also didn't lose. Their record was 0-8-1 now.
I was getting ready to make a video. If the Lions made the field goal, I was getting ready to make a reaction video.
Yeah, Detroit could have won that game, but then they missed the field goal. And then if the if the Raiders and Chargers have tied, maybe the Raiders and Chargers have tied that game. The Steelers probably could have thought twice about tying with the Lions. They could have been like, that's what happens when you tie with the Lions. You get eliminated from playoffs because of another tie. I don't
I
know if I've
think
ever. I don't think I've ever seen any NFL team clinch a playoff berth because of a tie.
I think another reason why I've been inactive is because I'm a lot more active on Twitter now.
Yeah, I'm still streaming. I don't know how much longer I'll go for. I mean, I have Ento Sports here. I'm just trying to stream as long as I can.
Should do a 5-hour stream.
I don't know about 5 hours. I mean, things that laptops at 50%. You were cutting your grass. That's why it's been so long. Yeah, Austin. Austin was here earlier. He said he'd be back in 20 minutes, but it's been 1 hour ever since he said that. Why don't you stream, Antelope?
Oh no, honestly. Probably because I don't get that many viewers. Then again, I haven't streamed in over a year, so things could be different.
Yeah, I mean, this channel doesn't get as many viewers as my first channel does, so yeah.
And luckily, I can stream on my main.
Yeah. Austin used to have a second channel, but he had a second channel that he could stream on, but then he decided to go back to streaming on his first channel. That channel has a lot more subs and viewers. I get no comments on Let's Talk stream. Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. Some people can just do premiere stuff and people won't talk on those because it's just a premiere, not like a full live stream where people are actually talking to you when the
Should I do a
user is actually.
mailbag stream one of these days?
I thought it would be cool to have a live stream channel, but it did jack squat. It did worse for me. Yeah. It just did not get a lot of viewers. Sportsman literally did you literally did a trivia stream, which was supposed to have a lot of people, but then it was only me and Ansel that was doing the thing.
That happened to me a year ago. I was supposed to have a trivia stream in March 2020, but only one person showed up. That's when I'm like, okay, no more trivia streams.
Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours and 6 minutes.
I'm debating if I should stream Bronco games this season.
I mean, out of every team that you root for, which team do you watch the most?
Broncos for sure.
Yeah. I mean, NFL season is not really that long as the other sports, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you only get to see a game once per week.
Yeah, unless you have a bye.
Yeah, and the bye week. I need to talk about NFL on a StreamYard.
You make your own stream and then you talk about NFL.
That's the thing. I'm trying to make my own stream overlay on Streamlabs, I think it's called.
I think StreamYard is honestly the best way to stream, in my opinion. That's just my.
Then you get all these annoying StreamYard ads.
Yeah, or random people can just try to join the StreamYards and try to get you terminated.
Yep.
That's honestly one thing about letting people in on the StreamYards is you might if some person can try to join and just act stupid.
Like that one random guy we had. Antelope, would you let people? Of course I would. What would you gain from it all if you don't?
I think I should not join streamers anymore because I don't let people in mine. So, yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that was your parents' rule. Like your parents' rule was like you're not allowed to let people in your stream yards. Like nothing ever let us in because his parents said so.
I should honestly start
But like,
streaming
yeah, like
again.
he's yeah, like he has like he kind of has a like also in the sportsman like his parents he told me that his parents gave him the rule saying that he's not allowed to let people join his stream yards, but apparently he's allowed to join other people's stream yards. Like, how does that work?
I
Like
don't
his parents are
even
gonna
know.
let him join other people's stream, but they're not gonna let anybody join his. It doesn't make any sense for him. If I ever get to let people in my streams, it would be soccer sports. Like for example, I would do like hockey, and I would only allow like Antelope and Elias. Yeah,
Yep, fair enough.
I'm not. That's the point. Wait, you're not even. Wait, when you joined my StreamYard, you were basically sneaking in.
Huh?
Uh, wait, you're actually not allowed to join these things. You've been sneaking. Eliza, I don't join because I'm not supposed to join anything or let anyone in.
Oh. I get it.
Like but he's joined these before. So like, I guess what he's saying is like when he joins these things, he's trying to do it without getting caught.
That's savage, bro.
That's actually savage though.
That
But
is
he doesn't join
savage.
as much. But he does it. He does it a few times.
That's savage, dude. I don't care what
Yeah, you don't
anyone says.
like, but he doesn't like joining that much. That's savage though.
That is. I don't even. So he's not even allowed to join anything.
But he is allowed to let like his in real life friends join the stream since he knows them in person.
But not your YouTube friends.
Yeah, not your YouTube friends though. But like, yeah, I guess like when he would join my StreamYards, it was like being sneaky.
I don't know why, but whenever I
That's
look
so
up
savage.
Elias Reynolds, the first channel that shows up is your second channel, your streaming channel.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've done that before. I don't know why it's doing that. My first channel is a lot.
Your most popular video is 6.2K views.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of smart. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't want you to join anymore. It's just we're just saying like it's kind of crazy how like how you were able to like even though you're not allowed to be joining the streams, you still do it. Like it's not like I'm not saying that I don't want you to join because I like it when viewers join these things and you're one of my favorite viewers, but like it's just like me and Hansel are just saying that's savage
That is going against your
like you're
breaking
able
your
to like because
parents'
like you're
rules.
going against your parents' rules and stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not forcing you to join though.
Shit, you could join on your own free will.
I will never show my old profile picture because it doesn't have the fire. Oh yeah, it's a Chicago Fire, yeah. Apparently for StreamYard, the minimum maximum whatever. The maximum amount of profile pictures you're allowed to have is 10. You can't have any. You're not allowed to have any more than that. StreamYard won't let you apparently.
It's only if you have premium.
It's like because like when I was going to make this ICO profile picture, it said you had to delete some profile pictures in order for you to get this one. So I had to delete some, and then that's how I got this one.
Yeah, it's either 2 or 10.
It's 10, 12 for me.
I'm gonna just change it to the most random profile picture you've ever seen.
All right.
Oh, what? Oh no.
You gotta watch the soccer highlight video. It's actually kind of interesting. Yeah. You like the baseball highlights? I like football highlights to be honest.
Okay, prepare to see the most random profile picture you've seen in your life.
What is that? Why is someone sitting on the couch in the middle of the street
And he's
watching
watching.
TV?
I don't know.
What the frick is? Why is somebody doing that?
I don't know.
It's like,
Well,
hey, I'm gonna put up a TV set here and watch it in the middle of the street, and I don't care if the freaking cars come. They can go around me.
or just have a road closed sign.
Roads closed. I'm watching TV in the middle of the street.
Yeah. That is. Heroes get remembered, but screenshots never die. Yep, that is true. Cause I do have a screenshot of a Russell Wilson trade notification.
Well, you have a screenshot of that trade notification.
Yep.
What was your reaction when you first realized that? When you first realized he got traded to you?
So I was in computer science class, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing that happens, I read the thing all the way through. My heart rate just goes up.
All right. See ya. Awesome.
And then when I get to lunch, my friend CJ, he's a Broncos fan. He was celebrating.
Not. How many Broncos fans are in your school?
Quite
Because
a bit.
if
Actually,
you're
there's fans from every team at my school,
oh,
as there should be.
okay, well, Austin has to leave, and I've been live for 2 hours and 17 minutes, and the stop time's at 45%. Well, 44 now. I mean, I don't know how long I should keep streaming. Should I end it soon?
You do what you want.
Well, that picture is interesting though. Literally just in the middle of the street watching TV.
Oh, believe me, I have more random. I have much more random.
Yeah.
And now the next random profile picture is Okay, come on. That's not gonna work. It's not the full thing, but it'll do.
Is that Angry Birds? That's Angry Birds.
It is Angry Birds.
It just says what? It just says what up there.
Yeah. Remember one time I wrote a funny comment about Mets or whatever. You were laughing so hard.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I commented I can't tell if McMess's stream is an actual stream or a circus.
Yeah, that was funny.
I mean, it looked like a circus. He had all the animals and juggling balls and the clown hat. I don't know what else is in a circus. Rings.
Yeah, that comment was kind of funny, to be honest.
Oh, Vegas is gonna get an XFL team next year.
Yeah, good for them.
The question is, do I root for them since Denver doesn't really have one?
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
I don't know why I had a feeling that you were a Denver Nuggets fan, but turns out you're a Warriors fan.
Yep. Now I actually have a YouTube banner to show that. And that's probably the most basic YouTube banner you've ever seen. I needed a banner for a while.
Why did you guys trade Von Miller to the Rams?
I don't know.
And now he's with the Bills. Like, he's just going everywhere. At this point, he's just getting traded everywhere.
He didn't even get traded. And the thing is, he said he was actually most interested to go to the Cowboys. Like, guess
Yeah, no,
the
like,
Bills.
yeah. He was
Guess the
gonna go
Bills
there.
gave
Like,
him.
Von Miller was actually gonna go to the Cowboys. He was planning on going there, but you see, the offer was too low.
Yeah, I think the Bills offered him a higher.
Yeah, so like, yeah, the Bills. That's how the Bills got him. Will Von Miller be able to stop Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill though, and Mike Gesicki?
No, because he's not a cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins probably got the fastest offense right now.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Those are
And Raheem
speedsters.
Mostert. Don't forget about him. He ran like 23 miles an hour and won the game.
Yeah, you see, the Raiders actually also drafted this running back named Samir White, who's also a pretty big speedster.
Wasn't he from Georgia?
Yeah, he was on Georgia.
Oh, yeah, he was from. Broncos drafted a guy named Montrell Washington. He's going to be our return specialist, really.
I'm thinking
And
that maybe the Raiders should consider having Zamir White be the main starter running back because he's probably a future running back for sure.
he's fast. He ran a 4.38 apparently.
Yeah, like much earlier in the stream when I didn't even hit 1 hour yet, they were talking about like him running this 40-yard dash.
Zamir White ran a 4.40.
I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I've been live for like really. Wait, never mind. Antelope's back. I mean, no, not Austin's back.
Austin's back.
Antelope's profile picture. Yep, it's Angry
Yeah.
Birds. I was about to end the stream, and Austin showed up. So
I'm probably gonna go myself actually.
okay.
I shall see you later.
I'll see you later too. Well, Ansel was on here for a pretty decent amount of time. Pretty much, he was on here most of the stream, so thanks to him. But honestly, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I've been live for 2 hours and 24 minutes. I'm about to hit 2 hours and 25 minutes now, but I think I'm gonna end the broadcast here. So you're gonna release a part 2 of the MLB home run rankings, yeah. But I'm gonna end the stream here. It's been quite a while. I mean, yeah, it's been a long time. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for Tyler for joining. Thanks, Boston Sportsman, for joining. Thanks for Antelope Sports for joining the StreamYard for a decent amount of time, being able to talk about NFL and stuff. But I've been live for like 2 hours and 25 minutes, so I'm gonna end the stream here. But yeah, have a good day, and I will delete my one I have because Evan Kelly is inaccurate. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next broadcast. Peace. And hope the Red Sox can actually win tonight.